What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the 2004 Chogokin Black Mechagodzilla Black Kiryu GD57-B, B for black. That's alright, this is the 2004 Chogokin. That's the Chogokin logo, not Soul of Chogokin. And there is a Kiryu coming. Soul of Chogokin. But that's why we kind of wanted to do this one. This on the back shows the regular version of it. But I got this on Mandarake maybe 2 years back. Could be 3 years. I think it was 2 years back. And I've wanted to review it ever since. I actually had an opening filmed at one point. And that opening was actually in my last reviews that never were, you know, Rewind Zone. I believe it was in that one. It could be in the next one, but which would be funny because then this precedes that. But yeah, this is a brand new, fresh review. Wanted to get this one done. There was a bunch of reasons why I never finished it. Mostly because it's a real big pain in the butt, and you'll see why. Probably pretty quickly within the review. But yeah, this was one of those things that I wanted for a long time. I call this a mini grail because it was one of those things that I didn't grow up with, but I really, really wanted when I got back into collecting in 2013, you know, and looked back on the, you know, X number of years, I think 13 years pretty much, that I was out of collecting. This was one of those things I was like, oh my gosh, I missed that beautiful thing. I really want that. So it was a mini grail to get, you know, and I finally did get it, and I'm glad to have done so, even though it's a pain in the butt. So without any further ado, let's get to the review. And here he's Kiryu out of the package. I mean, he's been out of the package. He's been on my shelf for quite a while. Now, I'm going to preface this review mostly here. I'm going to be reviewing this guy as is. The only thing that he doesn't have on as far as accessories is his drill blade. And I'm not going to bother putting it in to show you it. Here it is. You know, it's got some gray paint over here, and the rest is black. It looks pretty, I mean, the middle parts are not. Let's zoom in a little bit, see that better. Gunmetal here, gunmetal there, the rest is black. It's really good looking. I'm not going to bother because things just tend to fall off this guy. So I don't want to do it, but there it is. There's the only accessory that's not on him currently. So the way I do have him is, you know, with all of this stuff, this backpack piece here, which looks a little off, and it's coming off. One of the big pains here. Now, okay, let's just talk about it. The biggest pain in the butt things here, and this is why I'm going to be moving this guy very, very gently, and forgive me if there's some dust on this guy. I tried to dust him, but he's got so many cracks and crevices, and the thing I'm about to say is part of why he's just very annoying to do anything with, is because all of these things, most of these things at least, came on a runner. And you have to take them off like a model kit and place them on yourself. Why a Chogokin has that, I don't know. It makes zero sense. It makes it feel cheap. And it's just a pain in the butt because they come out very easily. Now, the reason why, and you could glue them in, I would guess. But the reason why I never glued them in is basically because I've always wanted to do this review, and I just didn't want it to look like a mess, because knowing me, I'm going to make it a mess. But we're going to go slowly on this guy. Here's his tail. It looks really good. I mean, everything looks good. I'm going to do articulation as we go too, because I don't want to move this guy crazily. He's got articulation here, and articulation there, and articulation there. Okay, tail looks really good. Again, pieces that like to pop off, and if they pop off on this desk, it might take me a while to find it. This tail moves like so too. It looks really good. As you can see, there's like glossy parts here that kind of gunmetal all along the line. And this guy's in black, so it might be a little hard to see. Little Trident tail looks good. Here's what this side looks like. I think it's more glossy bits than anything. This is what the bottom looks like. Pretty good tail. The legs, you see the back of the legs. Gunmetal up here. Really nice sculpt. You do have screw holes. It is a big chunk of metal, pretty much. Lots of diecast on him. You know, at this time, Bandai put in tons of diecast in these things. So it is very heavy. Front of the legs look awesome. Again, the gunmetal and the black looks great. Got a little hint of red there. Kneecap sticking out. You got all of this beautiful sculpt work in here looking great. The feet look good. The bottom of the feet are sculpted out. You see gunmetal down here as well. The legs have ratchet joints at the hip, which work good. Nice ratchety joints. The knees don't give you a lot, as you can see. The feet give you some good, decent movement. Oh my god, you hear that? Let's see. Oh, this moves like so. That's interesting. If you pull it down, it moves out a little bit. Now this thing fell off again because it's only attached. I'm going to put him down for a second. It's only attached by that, and again, pops out all the time. But this looks great. This back. Again, lots of grays, gunmetals. You got some red in here. Really nice sculpt there. It's a beautiful piece, you know. These move. And you can take these apart if you want. You know, have them launch. I'm not going to do that. This is an old review. You know what I'm saying? So, something pretty much vintage at this point. Just about 20 years old here. And it looks amazing, you know, so. Great. Beautiful piece. There's no doubt about it. But again, it only goes in from this. I'm going to put this down now so we can continue. You also have these pieces, since we're doing like extra stuff. They look really good. Again, nice gray, black. You got the wiring in here. Same on the other side. Looking pretty good. You got the one giant hand, because it's the drill hand. Looks great. You got some hint of red here. Very cool. The rest of the arm looks really good. Nice sculpt there. As you can see, this swiveled. You got an elbow bend. And you have the shoulders. Not a ton of motion, but you get it. The body, not really have anything. But all of the sculpt work looks beautiful. In the Krajiji area. Love the bottom of the tail there. All of that looks really good. All of this looks good, like the ribs and stuff. Beautiful. These pipes here along the sides look great. Love the gunmetal here. The MFS3 up here is really nice. These open up. Completely die-cast. And this part does come out to reveal, you know, a non... I don't know, absolute... It's not absolute laser. I think underneath is. This is the second one. But the cannons. This does come out, this piece. But, I don't know how I put it in. And I can't take it out, so I'm not going to bother. But there's a lot of nice sculpt in there. So that's pretty good. His neck... Oh, if we could get to his neck. Looks really, really good. Beautiful stuff. Again, toggling between blacks and gunmetal. Over here, you have these beautiful rocket boosters. All the dorsal fins, which love to pop out. Especially these and these, because they knock into each other easily. And, oh, gosh, what a pain in the butt. But the dorsal fins look really good. The giant one looks pretty cool. It does move around a little bit. But all of that is really nice. All these other dorsal fins on the tail look great. You know, you get a lot of screw holes in the back, but I don't mind it because, you know, diecast. Up here, looking pretty good. This is where you stick the thing in. Again, there's a little bit of dust hanging around. Hard, man, this guy's a dust magnet, though, you know, the coloring and everything. But beautiful, beautiful stuff. Love how it looks going up to the head. And then the head sculpt, just repositioned a little bit. The head sculpt looks really awesome. I love the profile. The yellow eyes are so piercing, especially with all this black, and then the red looks great. I love that kind of little arrow there. The mouth opens to reveal super white teeth. Looks crazy, but it looks awesome. I really like it. The head moves at the neck. And then obviously the mouth moves. Does this part move? I can't recall. I don't think it does. That's what he looks like. Front facing, you see the red little dot in the middle. Looks so awesome. I love it. The inside of the mouth, it's going to be hard to see because it's so dark, even with a lot of light. But this sculpt work in there, little, you know, little guns in there. This is what the profile looks on this side. Beautiful stuff. I love his crest. I love these back ones. Just looks so good, guys. It really, really does. So, yeah, I mean, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous piece. There's no doubt about it. Proportions are really, really awesome. Really love it. It's just, I love the proportions more than anything. Out of, you know, other Kiryu figures I have, I think this one really does it for me because I just really like how it's proportioned. I love the wide legs. Just looks so, so cool. Really, really nice, man. You know, and with this, it just looks even better. But it's a pain in the butt. But yeah, I don't care. Pain in the butt or not, it is just so awesome. It really, really is. Out of all of these, and this is the only one I have, this is the one I wanted because it was different. I love, like, black versions of a lot of robots. And this one just does it. And I sort of mentioned it a bunch, but I didn't really talk about it. But there's so much diecast on this guy. Like, I mean, you feel coldness pretty much almost everywhere. You know, in the chest, in the legs, in the feet. You know, like, you feel it. It's dispersed well, and it is a heavy, heavy figure. Like, I won't go into detail exactly what is diecast and what is not. But there's a lot here, so yeah, I mean, it's a Chogokin. What do you expect? And for your size comparisons, first up, here he is with the other Chogokin Mechagodzilla I have, the 75. Yeah, this is the only other one of these that I got. I love this piece. It's taken some breaks, unfortunately. It's fallen off my shelf a couple times, has some breaks in it that I've repaired somewhat. It needs a little bit of a paint job, but it's a gorgeous piece, too. It's one of my favorites in the collection, as well as this Kiryu. But this is how they size together. Kiryu's a little bit shorter, but still, I love having both of these in the collection. I always thought this was similar. This is the DST Mechagodzilla 74 in black that they did, the Shadow Mechagodzilla. Very similar color scheme. I wouldn't doubt if they modeled this off of that. And here it is with a few other Bandai Kiryus you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts, you know, first and foremost, I'm really glad I got through this review without everything falling out of this guy. Because, let me tell you, like, those dorsal fins, they fall out so easy. And it is a real pain in the butt, like I've been saying. Just before this review, it took me so long to put everything back into place. I had everything in a little baggie because it was falling out so much, and I didn't want to, like, really permanently attach them until I got this review done. I knew I was going to do it at some point. It's just, when I wanted to do it a while back, you know, it just ended up in my backlog because of newer stuff. And now I figured I'd do it, you know, once the SOC came out and I pre-ordered that. You know, I wanted to do it around the time of release, and I'm glad I was able to do that. I'm glad I found this thing. I didn't talk about it, but, you know, this thing was actually not with all the rest of the stuff, and I was afraid I kind of lost it. But actually, it was on the shelf with him, so I don't know why, but I'm glad it was there, and I'm glad I had everything, so I was able to do this review. It's a great, great piece. Again, it was like a mini grail for me to get. when I did get it, and I was really happy to get it, and it didn't even cost me that much, and it was brand new from Mandarake, which is always awesome, you know, like, it was still in a sealed package, and that is fantastic, you know. I can't ask for anything better for something that I really, really wanted, and it's a great piece. It is, you know, despite the little, you know, problems and weird issues. Why does Bandai even, why did they used to do that? I don't get it. It's still just an incredible, incredible looking piece. I love it. I really do. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Diversify your collection. Till next time. Peace out, people.